Okay, so this is day 8. What's the name of the town?
Kurdistan, Turkey.
Kurdistan. Not Kurdistan, that's wrong. It's Kudasi. Kudasi. And we're going to go to Ephesus. But this is my first time on the Asian continent. And you know what? Looks a lot like Europe. Right? Even though there's a fortified island. I don't know. I'm coming. I'm not going to get lost in Asia. Or Turkey or whatever. Music? Turkish coffee? Maybe? Theater history people, this is not a theater behind me. This is, that's the Parliament for Ephesus. But we are going to go see the Grand Theater.
Ooh. Changing the head of the statue and then changing the inscription underneath, which is costing less to them. The end of the street here, we see the facade of the library, which is considered as the third largest library of ancient world, and it is reconstructed. So, yeah, it's all reconstruction by using the original, which is almost 80% of the facade is original. It was a part of the Roman bath and dating to 2nd century AD. What is interesting inside, between the seatings, no separation. So people were sitting side by side, doing their facilities while chatting, gossiping, no newspaper, no magazine. This is how to spend their time. As they finish the facility, so the dirty water goes to the sewer system underneath. And clean water passes in front of the tank. And here, where we see the marble, the wood pavement, it is protecting the mosaic street underneath. It's protecting the mosaic street underneath.
And water around here, they stick a clean sponge in it.
I guess so.
They send the flames ahead of them to warm the seats up.
The one in Alexandria, second biggest one, the one in
The library.
Pergamum, again Asia Minor, and this is the third largest one, having 25,000 scrolls written on papyrus and the parchment papers. When we look to the facade, we see the Medusa heads at the triangles, and we also see 4 women statues standing. Each woman's statue symbolizing the virtues of Celsus. First one name is Sophia, wisdom. Second one Arete, character. Third one is Ennoia, knowledge. And the last one is Episteme, judgment. So wisdom, character, knowledge, judgment, these are the 4 important virtues of Celsus. To protect the scroll, seating capacity for 25,000 people. At the beginning, having a no stage in front of the seating, this stage were added by the Romans during the 1st century AD. On the 2nd floor of the stage, they were playing their theatrical games, but in front of the stage, there is a ground which is semicircle shaped, where they were playing the gladiator fights. 1st and 2nd century AD, the gladiator fights were very popular in Ephesus. Some rich families were owning a gladiator schools in the city. They were betting on a gladiator games. This is why the rich families...
Okay, theater history people, another great theater, but mostly used for gladiators, not for chorus because it was built before Thespis. So yeah, leave it in a comment if you have anything to say about that, or if you were in that theater class, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, this is all that's remaining of Artemis's temple.
The Temple of Artemis. The first temple which were constructed in this place were small. Having a huge size, and it was used more than 600 years, till the 356 BC. A shoemaker called Erostratus, in order to be a famous person in ancient world, he burned the Temple of Artemis. So after the fire, they were looking for another temple for their goddess, and in a huge size, having 330 feet long, 180 feet the width of the temple. Stairs after the stairs, 127 columns, standing each of them 60 feet high, then having a marble roof on it. So they start the construction of the temple after the fire, but they were asking each other, why their goddess couldn't protect its temple, its house, if it is a goddess. So they learned the answer 26 years later when the Alexander the Great came here. They learned that during the fire, goddess Artemis was busy for the birth of Alexander the Great in Macedonia. So she was not here. She couldn't protect the temple. Thus, she is going to show us. So you can take the picture of her. What she is doing is double knot. Double knot. Do it. Just there. Look at how she is doing. Both threads and front, and another one, then underneath and pushing down. This is the double knot. The Persian rugs, Chinese rugs, and others, they are all using the single knotting. The Turks, we are using the double knotting technique. A single knot she is showing us now here, like that. This is what the Persian rugs or the Chinese rugs do, but what we do is the double knot, which is tighter. After she finished the row, the vertical, the horizontal thread goes through the vertical threads. The horizontal thread goes through the vertical threads, and then she pushes it with the heavy iron comb in order to make the carpet tighter. Then later with the scissor, there's an adjustable scissor that she is trimming the pile. She is trimming the pile. By the way, let me. Oh, sorry. She's trimming the pile. So all these designs we have it from the Ottoman period, traditional patterns, and we keep them in our computers. And then we press them on a graph papers like this, and we give to the ladies. For instance, this is a rug in the size of a 4x6, and it's taken for the signing nearly 4 or 5 months of age. But if it is a wool, which is not tighter as this, it is taking around 3 months in the same size, and like half density. This has 316 knots per square inch. The ones which is wool on wool, it is 160 knots per square inch capacity. So less density, less labor; high density, high labor. More labor it is.
I can't even keep the color straight.
No, we all use the herbal dyeing. We dye the wool, we shave the wool 2 times a year. We wash it, we comb it, then with the hand spindle in the villagers are making it, the wool thread. Then later with the herbs in the boilers, we are heating the water, putting the material like walnut shells for brown, a daisy for yellow, green for sage. We boil it, we heat it, then if it stays longer, we get the darker color. If it stays shorter, we get the lighter color.